What's up, gaming heroes, and welcome back to another awesome World of Warcraft video. My name is Erosium, and in today's stream we're going to be doing a little bit of farming. But after that, we're going to do a little bit more farming, but on my speed druid. I need to do some farming on my priest because I'm trying to get reputation for my jewelry crafting. I'm basically following all the add-on, all of the things. And I'm just trying to get every single, recipe for jewelry crafting. It's just fun. I'm doing all of Outlands at the moment. And what I figured is at the start of each stream, I'll just do a little bit more at a time. And that's kind of like just what I'm doing at the moment. And I'm really having a blast with it, actually. I'm having a lot of fun. So yeah, that's what we're going to do today. I really hope you guys enjoy it. Enjoy hanging out. And we'll get some gold farming done as well on my speed set druid in a little bit. Okay, but without further ado, let's get into the stream. Welcome in, everyone. I hope you're doing well. Okie dokie. Let's have a look, see. Oh, this is not Sethicals, is it? I was going into Shadow Labyrinth. I was trying to find Sethicals and I missed it completely. Hey yo, hey yo, hey yo! How's it going? Right. So, I want to get some of this one done. Just because I need a little bit, well, I need a lot more reputation with Lower City, but I figure let's just get a couple runs done each day, and that should kind of be pretty much good enough for us, really, just to get us going. Right now I'm rocking at what speed are we rolling with? Let's unlock this and just get rid of all this useless shenanigans that doesn't matter to us at all. What's offense? Do I need that? No. Alright, cool. So we're at 112% movement speed. Nothing exactly special. For some reason, some of my stuff just doesn't work when I'm in Outlands. No idea why, but it is what it is. It doesn't matter. Oh, well. Okay, let's keep it going. Alright, so we're going to do that. I missed you, bud. Just at the airport waiting for my flight home. Ah, dude, I had a long-ass flight today. Not flight, train today. I got to the train station this morning at 9. No, it was 10 to 9, right? And then the train got cancelled and it wasn't going to be there till 10:36. So I was like, no. And it's almost in the middle of the countryside. My brother lives. So it's one of those train stations where it doesn't really have a proper station that you can go and sit inside. You just gotta stand outside on the platform. And for anyone that doesn't know, it's extremely cold and windy in the UK right now. It's because of Storm Eunice, and it's a bit of a nightmare, really. Bit of a nightmare. So I basically decided to just kind of brave it out. I got loads of stuff done on my phone, which was good. Been trying to recruit a new editor. So that's kind of quite difficult because there's so many people that want to do it, and it's finding the right person to do it, because there's so many people who want it, but it's hard to tell if they want just, money grubbing or if they want to be really involved in what I've got at the channel, It is what it is. You got to figure it out. It takes time. Northern Lines, I'm guessing. Okay. Yeah, I can't remember what it was, but it got delayed not because of the weather, not delayed, it got cancelled, not because of the weather. It got cancelled because... Where did it get cancelled again? Oh, congestion. So because the weather like has been like delaying, making all the trains. Because the weather's been like making all the trains congested, like not delayed. It caused like congestion, and dude, it was the most annoying thing ever. I was so tired when I got home. Oh well, it is what it is. It doesn't matter at the end of the day. I had a good opportunity to talk to some like editors, so I'm really excited to see what they can do. You know, I'm going to put together a little bit of recording tonight, hopefully, and then test out a bunch of them and see which one brings back the high qual, qual. And that's the end of it, isn't it? Dude, it's so quick. Did I not kill the last boss? Oh, maybe I didn't. What the heck? I thought I did. Oh well, doesn't matter. Having an editor you enjoy having is probably best looking for. Experience comes with the job, and learning your style also comes with experience. Yeah, Todd did recently say to me, you know, he wanted to move on. And so I completely respected that, and it's kind of left me in a bit of a lurch because he did it in a way that wasn't the best, to say the least. It kind of left me in the lurch a little bit. It would have been nice if I had like at least a week notice, but I only had like a day, so I was just like, it kind of left me in the lurch a bit, where I've had to just try and find time out of nowhere to get it all done myself, which has been a bit difficult, but you know, it is what it is. There's no point keeping someone on if they haven't got their heart in it anymore, really. But we're getting it on, we're getting it on, we're getting it done. I had quite a heavy night of drinking on Saturday night. It was quite good. My brother and I, we went out for a few drinks. We didn't like drink many beers. It was just like nice drinks like cocktails or like Jack Daniels and that type of stuff. And it was just like chill, having a catch up. Because the thing is, my brother is also a YouTuber, right? So we have a lot of stuff to talk about when we see one another. It's not just, you know, what are you doing, am I doing type of thing. It's what are you thinking about YouTube recently, how's your channel going, what have you been doing on your channel, what content are you making at the moment, like that type of stuff. So it's almost like we have a brotherly catch up, but we also have like a catch up on like how our business is going as well. So it's kind of like quite nice in that regard. There's not a lot of people you can talk to about that, because the majority of people that you talk to about it don't really know what they're talking about. And that's nothing like offensive, like saying that. It's just facts, right? YouTube changes so quickly, it's almost impossible to keep track of it, really. But oh well. Oh well. Oh well. I'm considering getting a distiller because my granda used to make his own alcohol. Should I give it a go? Yeah, you should definitely give it a go, bro. You're probably gonna, let's be honest about this for a second, right? You're more than likely gonna screw it up. You're more than likely gonna screw it up the first couple times, right? You have to understand that you're more than likely gonna screw it up. All right, that's the first thing. The first few times you're probably gonna screw it up. But once you've done it like a few times and you've got used to it and you've learned like your recipe, dude, you're going to be really good at it. And that's a skill that you can learn. I think there's nothing wrong with learning something like that. You should be really happy. So yeah, give it a go. Make sure you don't go blind when you make it. I'd say make sure you don't go blind when you drink it. How's it going, Ruben? Hey, Naze. Hey, maybe, do you know what? Like, the crazy thing is, right? You know, like, how in, like, Japanese culture and Chinese culture, they have to, like, family heirloom, like, kettles and stuff? Not kettles. What are they called? Teapots, right? You know how with teapots, if you don't use them, they become brittle and they break? But by using them, keeps the clay strong and hard? Maybe it's going to be like that with your granddad's equipment, you know? Maybe, like, using it will make it last longer. You know, that's why in a lot of museums, they make cups of tea using the museum teapots. They don't necessarily drink the tea, but, like, they make the tea using the teapots because it's like one of the only ways to keep the actual clay so strong. You know? Otherwise, it potentially goes brittle and breaks. Lovely jubbly. Right, where are we with Lower City now? So Lower City, Burning Crusade, Honored. I should be able to buy something now with Honored. I wonder, like, what else I need. I'm going to have a look at the, all of the things add-on in a second, and we're going to see what we technically need, all right? So let's have a look at that. Okay. ATT. Okay. Professions. Jewelry crafting. And then Burning Crusade. I'm 49% of the way with jewelry crafting. Kind of want to know what's the lowest one I'm on. Meta gems. Really low on meta gems. How do I learn this one? It's a world drop. World drop. Nagrand. Okay, I haven't learned any of the Nagrand stuff yet. There's a Karazhan vendor. I've got to look at that. Dude, there's so many reputations for jewelry crafting in Outlands. It's crazy. Let's go back to Shattrath and just learn what we can from the Lower City vendor. I think that's probably a good shout, right? So let's do that real quick. Because we're now honored, and that's pretty good. And as long as I just get a couple runs in every time I stream, we should get that quite quickly. Old school distill equipment was usually copper, so they don't really degrade. Either way, it's just solder joints that break, which needs reblazing. I mean, that's probably easy for you, but the majority of people do not have that type of equipment. Oh dear. Guys, gold is going well. I've had 3 days off gold making because of I went to see my brother, and I had a day there where I wrote a new article, stuck it on the website. It's a free article, !TSM if you want to read that. And I'm at 2,738,000, which is really good. We're climbing up, and this is all still just investments paying out. That's literally all it is. It's just investments still paying out. We're making gold off investments, and it's brilliant. It's going so well in that regard. I know as an overall it shows lower, but like you got to understand that this point here, that's where I bought the fell steel long blade at 2,640 and 2,604,000. I'm past that, and I've still got like half of the stuff that I bought with this investment, and I've got the fell steel long blade. So my investment is rocking back up, and I'm getting tons of gold as a result. It's really good to see. I'm really proud of myself in that regard. So let's have a look here then. We want to look for Lower City vendor. I think it's over here. The lower city. Or is it? I can't remember where it is, dude. I can't remember. I can't wait to get home. I want to know how much gold I've made over the last 9 days of covenants. Oh, dear. I bet you made quite a lot, haven't you? I bet you made quite a decent chunk. Master pet tamer. No, no, no. Don't need you. How about you? General goods? Okay, I've got no idea. I got no idea, dude. Where's the lower city guy? Let's go over here. Maybe it's over there. Let's have a look. I can't wait to get home. I want to know how much gold. Yeah. Exclamation mark TSM if you want to learn about like just general crafting. And it teaches you everything from the get-go. And there's loads of stuff in there you might not know. Even if you are an experienced crafter, you might want to learn from that. Okay, so that's alchemy. That's alchemy. Poison. What else is there? There's got to be more. Okay, I can't see anything else. How about over here? Blade merchant. Where is the lower city fella that I've got to speak to? We will find him, that's for certain. It's just a matter of where. Hi, good evening. Peeps, how are you today? What's the farm today? Hello, Bruno. The farm today, we're going to switch to my farming character in a minute. I just wanted to get a little bit more reputation with my jewelry crafter here because I'm trying to collect more recipes in preparation for one of the patches coming up. I don't want to say too much about it, but I'm trying to basically expand my Outlands jewelry crafting in preparation for it. And I'm just trying to get 100% using the add-on all of the things, which is quite difficult. Amazing amulets, enchanting supplies, blacksmithing supplies, engineering supplies. Where on earth is the jewelry crafting? I'm feeling stupid. Where's the lower? Right, we're gonna have to look. Wow, lower city quartermaster. And apparently it's over here somewhere. This can't be it. No, that's definitely not it. Nakadoku. Slash tar. Nako. Do. He's here. Okay. I found him. That was really hard to see where he was, dude. Why was that so hard? I couldn't see him. All right, we got another one there. Brilliant. So this next one is going to be... That is going to be learned when I'm revered. And Felsteel Boar is another one I can learn when I'm revered. Is there anything to learn when I'm exalted? Or is that like kind of redundant? Oh, there is one to learn when I'm... Oh no, it's revered again. Oh, and we can learn these. I needed to learn both of these. The original. Oh, cool. So I now have the full set. The full priest set. Cool. Epic. So I've got the original priest set for PvP. Pretty epic, dude. Pretty epic. Right. What was I doing? Okay, we need to learn this new recipe. And then we're going to transfer across. Let's get this stuff put into the group. Group. And then... T-Mog. Why have I not got Arcanite bars in there? That's so weird. You should have Arcanite bars in there. How peculiar. Add those in. Right, Arcanite bars. Why are they not added into any material? Is it because there's a crafted material, maybe? But let's stick those in bars there. Okay, cool. And then if I just go here, stick TSM on. Sell trash. Sell trash. Okay, now let's sell groups. Great. All right, cool. Let's log out and go on to a farming character. So, how's everyone? Just been using the mission table app on my phone every 4 hours over 9 days. It takes like 5 minutes to do all my ults, so this will be pretty good for basically doing nothing. That's incredible, dude. How did you find your trip away? Did you find it well? All right, we're gonna go on my druid, my speed set druid here. Oh, I want a coffee right now. Talk to Toa Guard and ask for jewelry crafting prof. I hate Shatrust City for finding professions, lol. Same. It is a very annoying city, isn't it? What is the add-on that puts ticks on items in your bags, please? Oh, that's can I mog it? So that keeps track of all the potential things that you can equip to like learn if you've got that transmog or not. It just gives you a nice little prompting straight away off the bat. I quite like it anyway. Where did I leave this character? I have no idea where I left this character. I just logged in my characters in Dreamwalk. Where was it farming? What was it farming? Let's have a look. Oh, it was farming. Shall I carry on with some Scarlet Monastery dungeon? Guys, do you want to see some more Scarlet Monastery? Let's do some Scarlet Monastery. And then we'll do a group farm afterwards, if you like. We're going to do the right side. Can I mog it? Yeah. That's the name of it. I'll do some right side farm afterwards. You get so many lockboxes from this stuff, dude. It's crazy. Which side do you prefer? I usually do the left side, but today I'm just doing the right side. What group farm would you guys like to see today? There is a cave in Stone Talon Mountains I quite like doing, but there's also that lake I really like doing as well. Oh, there's the island as well. Oh my gosh, there's so many places. I'm not even going to do in that room right there. Killing that boss is no value to us. Make sure you're always clicking these this gold on the floor because it actually does give gold. So it's definitely worth getting. That was 3 gold. That was 3 gold. How much is that? Another 2 gold. Lovely jubbly. You doing Scarlet Monastery at the moment? Nice. Oh, you deleted the game folder. Oh dear. Yeah, can I mog it? And then mog it is also another one that's really good. Because mog it just shows you the item in general, which is quite helpful. Alright, let's do the other side now. What group farm shall we do? I think I want to do the lake. I quite like the lake farm. It's quite fun to do. And you can get some really good, like, slut mug farms from that. Like, slut mugs. You get some really good ones there. Yeah, maybe we should do that one. I farmed the full Scarlet set back in the day and still have it. Can't mug it though because I farmed it on a warrior. Oh gosh. Nightmare, mate. Nightmare. Oh, there you go. I've been reading a really interesting book recently. What's it called? I can't remember what the book's called. It's set in the future though, like very futuristic book, and it's quite interesting. Like the people of Earth, like their nation is like went through an extinction like event where like a super volcano basically wiped out the Earth, right? And people from Earth did survive, but by the skin of their teeth type thing. And it was actually the humans that moved to Mars who only had like 1,000 people in the colony survived and then helped Earth reclaim itself. And it's quite interesting, like the events that come out of that all. Man, I wish I had more people to talk to about reading, dude. I really love it. I wish I had more people to talk to about it, because it is just fun reading. Right, I think we want to go for the slut mug farm. I think that's what we're gonna do. We could do the goblin one on the mystery island, but I think the slut mug one is more fun to do because it's like quite simple. That makes sense. Not as many people do it. Alright guys, we're going to be doing a farm in a minute. That's over in the Barrens. If you're Alliance EU, you can join in. Alright, I'll make the farm in a minute and we'll go do that. It's going to be quite fun. So I hope you're all ready for that. If you are coming along, the only thing I'd ask that you do is get yourself some bear tartar. And get ready to kill some stuff. Wheel of Time books are my favorite. I really liked the Wheel of Time series. I found it very slow read though, very difficult to read. But there were I listened to the first 3 books, I think it is. I didn't read them all. Oh my gosh! Come here, you. Come here, you. Thank you. Okay. Really? Thank you. Kat brought me some sticky toffee pudding and custard. I swear she waits till I'm streaming to bring me like food so that I eat in front of you all. She's cute. She's cute. She likes to feed me, guys. What can I say? You don't like the show at all? Oh, I quite like the show, I do. I do think they build up the suspense quite a lot with, like, you know, who is the dragon. But I do quite enjoy it. Like, on a whole. Some of the aspects I really like. You miss Stucky Toffee Pudding? Australia don't make it. What's wrong with Australia? Shadowland server? Yeah, yeah. Wonderful. Okay, right, we're gonna go do the group farm now. It's over in the Barrens. So if you come in, I'm gonna be posting it in just a second. I just need to get the stuff sent over to a character, and then we are good to go. So let's go now. Look at this sticky toffee pudding, guys. And that's custard as well. Nom 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 nom. Am I looking forward to the new Lord of the Rings show? I am and I aren't. If I'm honest with you, I'm gonna make a prediction right now, and you guys aren't gonna like to hear this. Well, maybe some of you are, but some of you, for the most part, aren't. I am looking forward to it, but I fear that how to say this politically correct is the question. Gosh darn, this is hard to say because, you know, people might say all manner of things going off what I say here. I fear that the show will be a reflection of the political climate we are in today, or the politically correct climate that we're in today, rather than a true telling of what the world is like within the Lord of the Rings. That is my fear. I don't fear it, sorry. I know it will be. There is no way that Amazon would have the balls, to be frankly honest. There is no way that Amazon would have the balls to make the show a true telling of what Lord of the Rings world would actually be like at all. And I know for a fact that we will be sorely disappointed with the level of wokeness that we're going to see in the show. I really truly think it's going to be, I think it's going to be distasteful, if I'm honest. So yeah, I'm looking forward to getting back into, you know, the world of Lord of the Rings. But I know full well what I'm going to be doing every time that I see something that is just not at all like Lord of the Rings is. I'm going to be like, oh, there's the wokeness, and I'm going to be immediately taken out of... Huh? Really? Let me think about it, okay? We'll plan it. We'll still go. I'll think of it. Fuck. I know I'm gonna think about that wokeness. 100%. 100% I'm gonna think about that wokeness. And it's just going to take me out of that fantasy of Lord of the Rings. And I think for that reason, for many people who watch Lord of the Rings, I think the series is going to flop really hard. I think if you are only watching Lord of the Rings for like the swords, the arrows, a little bit of magic, orcs. I think if you're watching it just for that, yeah, that's cool. You're gonna watch it, you're gonna see stuff happen, but you're not gonna be gripped. You're not gonna love every second of it, because you're gonna be constantly comparing it to what like The Hobbit is, what Lord of the Rings is, and I just don't. I think it's gonna be way too woke, you know, for it. Like, and I know it sounds really like, for example, right? You can use accents, but you can use this in any way, shape, and form, right? It'd be like introducing a tall dwarf. Why is there a tall dwarf in there? You can't be you can't be offensive to tall people. You gotta involve them too. You know, why is there... I'm on the edge of saying, but I don't want to be... I don't want to be offensive in what I say. But in general, you kind of guys know what I'm saying. That there's a lot of potential things that I think that Amazon are going to do to stay with the times of the current climate, and I think that is not what Lord of the Rings is. Lord of the Rings is a fantasy world and should be separated to the current world we live in. There should be separate rules for that. It's like when I read a fantasy novel set in the times of like sword and arrow, and there's like in the fantasy novel the authors decided to include some of the same like principles and stuff that we have in like sexism culture now, whereas back then that it was a very sexist culture, and unfortunately when you're reading that, it really makes it unimmersive because of the fact it is quite a sexist culture back then. You know, that is part of the world, and that is just the way it was. And it's also like the whole idea of everyone's equal. No, back in the olden days, people, no one was equal. You know, if you were lower class, that meant something. If you were lower class, dude, you were nothing. You were nothing. I hate to say it, but that's what it was. You were literally nothing. And I think that's what they're going to do with Lord of the Rings. So I'm looking forward to it, but at the same time, like, you know, I know they're going to evolve it because it's Amazon at the end of the day. They will try to please a certain group of people. Yeah, they'll try to please any group of people. I won't be surprised if we see a bunch of lesbians for one. Or gay, like, dwarves or something like that. Wouldn't surprise me. I wouldn't be surprised if we see suddenly a bunch of like black elves or Asian elves. That really wouldn't surprise me. Those two things, like, at all. What else? There's like a ton of examples of like doing things to appease like minority groups so that they can get like more attention from minority groups, rather than just making a show because it is a true reflection of the world that Tolkien created, right? So I'm not trying to be offensive to any of those minorities, because, you know, that's not me. I've got an Asian partner myself. I'd love to see that. But at the same time, it's like I wanted the show to remain true to the fantasy of the world that Tolkien created, if that makes sense. So like I'm well up for like having changes to cultures and stuff, but not when it's a world that's created like in some aspects. And like obviously Tolkien's created a world, right, where there could be potential gay dwarfs, right? There could potentially be that. There's no stopping that, right? Just because he didn't show it in his books doesn't mean it didn't exist. Definitely probably existed, right? But I think the difference being that I think Amazon, being the show, being who they are, will try and force it more so than we would typically like experience it just in natural life, just seeing it, you know? That's the way I kind of think. I'm using that as an example, but talking about across the board, I feel like we'll see a lot of wokeness rather than just seeing it happen like congruently. As long as it doesn't distract from the story, it doesn't matter 100%. I think as long as it doesn't distract from the story, actually, no, I disagree with that. It's going to distract from the story. If they force it too much, it definitely will distract from the story. But if it happens like naturally, it won't. Like Game of Thrones, I think, did it in a really natural way that you didn't really notice. So I kind of got the impression that it was like really chill. When the way Game of Thrones did it. That's why I really liked Game of Thrones, I think. Like Arya, for example. Arya was a beast, dude. That was sick. It felt natural because of all the hardships she went through. But if they just went, Arya's a badass that kills people, and she didn't go through all that hardship, that wouldn't have made any sense at all. Do you guys see where I'm coming from? If you want to join my group. I'll pull it up. We're going to get some good gold from this. Will I stay Marvel, but could be a franchise now? I mean, it was cringe enough. Dwarf, Legolas, and Elf Love Triangle. Crap. Yeah, I think it's important that the show is flexible to the wokeness, right? But doesn't make it a center point of what they're trying to do. Do you guys get what I'm saying there? Because I think, like, my partner raised a really good point. If an actor is good, it shouldn't matter what race they are at all. If they're good for the role and they suit the role, then it shouldn't matter at all what the race they are. And in that regard, you know, thinking on it, like, black or Asian elves would 100% work. It 100% works, because if you look at the show The Witcher, right? It works really well in that. And you don't really notice that. You don't think, oh, they're trying to be woke with black elves. You aren't being like that at all, you know? It's completely natural, completely congruent, and that completely makes sense. It's if they, like... If they, for example, right, there's five elves walk on screen, and you have one white guy, one white curly-haired Asian, not Asian, what's it called, elf woman, and then you have a black elf, then you have a Asian elf, and you have all the different races of elf all in, like, and there's only 5 characters. That's when you're like, all right, wokeness alert, 1000%, you know, because they're trying to, like, just fill in a quota rather than just doing it because it's, like, natural. That's for me where I'm like, all right, dude, this is getting a bit I'm knocked out of the world there, you know. That's when it just gets a bit much for me. But if those characters, like, naturally fit within the story, that's it completely, like, doesn't ruin it at all. You know, it's just that's the way I feel about the matter anyway. There's no point trying to force like culture into a series that doesn't really like need to be forced. You just introduce it in a congruent, like natural manner, and it works completely fine. I actually really like the way that The Witcher does it, if I'm honest. I think The Witcher does it in quite a natural way. I really do, actually. I think The Witcher does it in a really good way. They should not discriminate the people that want the part. I think that's a tricky one. I don't like the word discriminate when it comes to like the acting world, because ultimately if they turn around and they say they need a black 6-foot male to play a role, and then a white guy turns around and says you're being discriminative towards me, that would be kind of like, no, we're not. We need this. But that person would feel like they're being hated on for their race. But it's not. It's just the role requires that in that circumstance. So I think when it comes to like casting, you gotta be really careful saying discrimination, because when it comes to casting, there are certain things needed and certain things not for those roles, right? It's like there's that whole argument with the Shakespeare shows, right? There's a lot of Shakespeare characters that can be played by both white, Asian, and black people, and yet for some reason a lot of people think that it has to be just white people, but there was never like any specificity in that regard, and so there is discrimination in regard to that. But there are also some characters within Shakespeare that do need to be white, or do need to be black, or do need to be a cripple, those types of things, because of the characters that they are, you know. But a lot of the time they can be taken too far out of context. I mean, I saw a really like good telling of Othello, a really good telling of Othello, where they completely switched the races of every character, like completely on its head, and it made so much sense. It was unreal, and I was just like, this is a really like amazing showing of it, you know. And that's what I absolutely loved that. Yeah, no, I think my partner and I kind of think the same in this regard, of like, as long as it's kind of like natural to what the show needs, it's completely fine. But if they're just kind of like saying, oh, they need this for just willy-nilly senses, that doesn't make sense. You know, it should be open to whoever's the best actor and suits the role, right? That's kind of like simple as. It's like with Matrix, isn't it? Will Smith was going to be Neo, but they put what's it called in Keanu Reeves instead. And because they put Keanu Reeves in, they made Morpheus black, where he wasn't going to be black originally. You know, they switched it round to make it so that it all worked well together, which is interesting, because like the only reason Will Smith didn't get the role of Neo is because he turned it down for another role, which ironically was a massive flop. When did that happen? Oh, did you not know? Yeah, he turned down the role of Neo, Will Smith did, because he wanted to do Wild Wild West. Yeah, he turned it down and then Keanu Reeves got it. What are we trying to farm? Transmog. Yeah, so like my partner's messaging me and she's saying about, you know, the wokeness type thing. I think it's really important to clarify kind of like what I'm saying with that. I don't want anyone to think that I'm saying like certain ethnicities or certain like groups of minorities like shouldn't get represented in shows. They should definitely do it as long as like as it's in a congruent way, not like forced. It's when they force it, like they do this in Star Wars, which I absolutely hate. It completely ruins the fantasy aspect for me personally, and I know it ruins it for loads of people. They just tick boxes with it, and you can see the second they pull the characters on the screen together, and you're like, what the hell? You know, they do it in most like massive shows, and really it shouldn't be the case at all. It should definitely not be the case, because there are so many wonderful actors out there that fit roles really well, and it's just they're not being given the chance to in the right role at all, which is silly, I know, but it happens. As long as it happens in a natural way, I think that's what really matters. Like there's this one elf I really like in The Witcher. He's like the black elf, right? He's like a slightly younger kid, but he's such a savage, and he becomes like, I don't want to ruin the show for anyone, but he's kind of a savage, right? I don't want to ruin it and say what he is. 17,000 gold there, but he is such a savage dude. He's like a badass, and I'm just like, this dude is sick. He would definitely play another good elf in any other show. If he's in Lord of the Rings, I'll be chuffed. Like legit, I'll be absolutely chuffed, because he did that. He does the character really well. He moves like a bit like what I would describe a panther or a lion would. Like he moves gracefully, like a boxer, like a very graceful person. He just moves smoothly. It's kind of a weird like walk. If you watch Jason Bourne. In the Bourne films, he walks like that, like because he was like practicing boxing so much. I'm not sure if it was Quentin Tarantino. Who was? No, it wasn't Quentin. It was someone else. It was the director of the show, of the film, said to him, "I want you to do boxing, a lot of boxing, because I want you to walk like a boxer. I want you to act like a boxer. I want everything about you to be like have a natural grace of a boxer, because they have a certain way of moving that will really aid this role," and that's what he wanted. Yeah, exactly. Mace Windu. Yeah, exactly. Mace Windu. No one cares that he's black at all. At all, dude. No one cares even a little bit. It's like, let's put it like this. if they were casting roles from World of Warcraft in another film, and they had a character, and because they had too many like white people in the show, they were like, no, let's not say white people, let's say they had too many like males in the show, they just recast one of the male characters as a female. Everyone will be like, why? But like, if they have a quota of like demands that they need to meet, that's kind of forcing the culture of today's world on something that has nothing to do with today's world at all. I think that's what we're all trying to say in a way, like the wokeness is what takes us the fantasy out of it. It's like if Thrall was a goblin instead of an orc. Like, what the hell, dude? Why is Thrall a goblin? Hey, goblins matter too, dude. Yeah, it's really difficult to talk about like wokeness though, because people just assume that you're being racist or sexist or stuff like that. All these like these labels to describe people who are like offensive, but really it's more of just people who are really dedicated to their story and the culture within that story that don't want to see the story ruined. You know, like for example, I personally see no issue with like Asian and black elves in Lord of the Rings, because I think realistically there should be. Realistically, I think that they 100% should be, and I personally wouldn't describe that as woke, personally, at all. Just from my perspective. But I could see some people seeing there an issue with that. Be right back, guys. I'm just going to quickly check my partner. And give my dog a bone. I'm back. Yeah, that's what my partner was saying, is like, if an actor's good and suits the role, it shouldn't matter. Like, at all. Like, their race, their sex, whether we're interested in men or women, doesn't matter at all. Like, even a little bit. That really doesn't matter. Like, my favorite book, right, in the world is the Painted Man series. Well, the Painted Man series is set in, like, bow and arrow time, right? And bow and arrow time, there's hardly, if any, lesbians at all, right? But in that book series, there's a lesbian. And the way it's told is so interesting because it's like she's always been attracted to women, but, you know, had a husband because that was the cultural norm and that was forced upon her by her father. And, you know, but back then, you know, fathers would arrange the marriages of their daughters, you know, and that was forced upon her. But later in life, when her husband died, she found love. You know, she found love, and it was heavily frowned upon in the village. It was heavily frowned upon in the village, and lots of people didn't like her as a result of that. But she was happy because she'd got love. And being realistic to the time, that was a really like true telling of what it actually would be like for that person to go through that in that specific time. However, we speed up to now, say we're watching like, I don't know, Cyberpunk or something like that, and we see a lesbian, we're not going to blink an eye and think, well, that doesn't fit. It fits completely. You know, we're more with the times now. We know what's up. That's completely normal. Do you guys see where I'm coming from with that? As long as it's shown and it feels believable within the circumstance, no one cares at all. Like The Witcher. The Witcher's not just got like white elves and the occasional black elf. It's got a fair mixture of every race as elves. And that's awesome. That's the way it should be. You know? That's the way it 100% should be. Make it look natural, not forced. What guide do you think you will do for the first new patch for Patreon? We've got so many guides being worked on at the moment. There's a really good one coming out soon on pets. Let me just check the spreadsheet. Give me a second. So there's a garrison gold redo completely coming soon, which I'm going to be working on. It's going to take a little while to do. What else is there? There's a bunch of rogue farms coming up on Patreon. Full heirloom guides on where you can get every heirloom. Full enchanting sheet, so the best enchants for every class whilst leveling. And then there'll be a few gold guides. A few gold guides as well for the new zone. Basically. I can't invite anyone else. We've got a full group. But yeah, I just feel like the show will be, because it's Amazon, I think they're not going to do it in a very natural way. I just think that it's going to be all forced. It's going to be like super, super forced, personally. Yeah, there's so many coming up for Patreon. Like, there really is, guys. Like, let me just show you this. I don't want to show you certain parts of this, though. Okay. Yeah, for show you this. Yeah, good idea of all the things that we kind of like got coming in the future. We got like, this is what people are working on and stuff like that. There's a lot of guides on there for Patreon. Some of these are free ones as well, but like 1 in 3 is free. The others are all for Patreon. So it gives you a good idea as to like what's been worked on. And at the moment, there's 2 writers. for the website. So we've got a lot of people like working on things. We occasionally get some people from the Gaming Hero community who just like basically come to me and say, Ero, I've written a guide. I'm really proud of it. Can I post it on your website? And I say, let me read it and I'll let you know. And if it's really good, I basically say, this is really good. I just basically say, can I use it for my website? And they say yes. And usually when they bring a free guide like that, as long as it doesn't have a conflict of interest with my Patreon, i.e. it's not something I've already got on my Patreon, I'm happy to release it to the for free to the public, like completely. And that's why the TSM guide got done, because you know Blood Queen brought me a guide and said, hey, Ero, I know you made a video recently about this. I made a written guide to accompany it, and it's got good info in. Check it out. And so I checked it out. I was like, this is really good. Can I put it on the website and can I pay you? And she was like, no, you don't. I don't want to be paid. I just wanted to, you know, release it to the heroes. And she was like, yeah, as long as it's free, put it on your website. And so, yeah, that's what I did. That's why we got a really good little article there for everyone. Thank you for all you do. Oh, it's my pleasure. Like, so many people just expect you to, like, go to Patreon and support them, and you give nothing. But I totally am just not a fan of that at all. I think, realistically, as a content creator, why would you expect someone to support you without giving them content? Right? So that's why I have, like, the guides and stuff on there. But I like to make sure 1 in 3 guides is free. Just because, I mean, if someone's not in a financially stable position to be able to afford that, or if they just don't want to, they shouldn't have to. They should still be able to get some free stuff. And when I say like 1 in 3 articles is free, there's a lot more free stuff than there is paid. There's actually 7, every week, 7 pieces of content goes out free, and 2 goes out paid, like for Patreon, which is quite a lot, really. When you think about it, I worked it all out. Newbie TSM, where in TSM can I see how much I paid for something and then how much I sold that item for? Ledger. So you go up here, you go to TSM, boom, ledger right here. And then if you go to revenue and you click sales, this is how much you sold something for. And if you click expenses, this is how much you bought something for. Then if you go back to revenue and you click resale, this is where you bought and sold something. Make sense? So let's have a look at Tomb. Resale. Tomb of Lost Legion. My average buy price for that is 4,143 gold. My average sell price for that is 8,000 gold. My average profit is 4,392. There you go. I hope that helped. Guys, I'm actually really sad right now. I'm really sad. I had a holiday planned for in a couple days to go away with my partner for a little romantic getaway. I was really excited for this holiday. Because it's only a 2-day holiday. I was going away, staying at a hotel, actually in the town that I was born, and it's more in the countryside. It's a quaint little town. It's got cobbled streets, you know, really nice cafes, really nice charity shops, just generally a really nice atmosphere when you're walking around. And I've got a lot of fond memories of walking around with my grandma, who's passed away now, but she raised me, and my mum's buried there, my grandma's buried there, you know, and I was really just excited to go see them and do all that stuff. I do it once a year if I can, and the hotel just cancelled because the town is like basically in a area that floods every year, and this year because of Storm Eunice, it's flooded very badly. And the hotel has basically said that they can't have anyone there. So I'm pretty sad about that. That's why Kat came in and started stream to say that to me. And it's got me down a bit, if I'm honest with you, chat. I really wanted to go. So yeah, my partner said to me, "Don't throw a tantrum," and I'm like, I'm gonna throw a tantrum, 100%. I feel like just finding somewhere else to book and just going anyway there. Oh, I'm so annoyed. Thanks for showing me. I tried some flipping and I made a little profit, I think. Oh, awesome. Well, yeah, check the legend. Just check that. What is your goal for 9.2? Getting world first mythic raiding kill? Getting plus 20 on mythic dungeons? Getting 100 mil gold? Lol. No. None of those. My goal is the same goal I have for every patch. Enjoy it. Collect some pets. Collect some mounts. Visit the new story. Get my guild through heroic. And kill every boss in heroic. After that, start probably leveling my characters back up again and getting more characters to level 60. Getting another series of character level from 1 to 60, like through, like, you know, my acting side of things, that type of stuff. Really, I don't really like go for the plus 20 kills or try and clear mythic. I am gonna probably try and clear mythic with my guild this next patch, but ultimately I want to enjoy it, and that's the main thing. As long as I'm enjoying it, I'm not gonna bust. The second I stop enjoying it, that's when I'm gonna basically say, "Alright guys, I'm gonna stop doing mythic and focus on the heroic side of things." You know, if it ever gets to the point where I stop enjoying it, that's what I'm gonna do. But yeah, I just want to have fun on World of Warcraft. I'm not really a hugely competitive person, so I don't feel like the need to like try and get world first or try and beat everyone at this or that. I like to just get involved in all forms of gameplay and enjoy them. Basically, I really want to do a bit more PvP next patch as well. As I'm going to be playing the Feral Druid, I think that'll be a really like fun thing to do as well. So I'm very much looking forward to that. Why is there so much shit on the bowl? Oh well. We got space in the group, guys. If anyone wants to join, more than welcome. I've made 182,000 during the 30 minutes I've been doing this, which is pretty good. Hey, Sarah Reed. Hope you're doing well today. Ooh, what's that? That's a slot mug. Just found your account. Thanks to the awesome tutorials. Oh, dude, I have some awesome videos coming. I really did. I've got so many awesome videos coming. I'm really excited to see the channel growth over the next few months. I need to find an editor, a new editor. But the second I've got that, I'm gonna start releasing those new videos. And they're going to be interesting, I think. It's going to be interesting to watch the channel grow. I tested something about a month ago with the new player guide. It was a test. I was testing the water wizard with that, and it worked better than I expected. So I'm going to be expanding that style for some other stuff. I'd love to join you, but I'm Alliance. You're Alliance. Oh no. So am I. I'm Alliance too. We only have 30 minutes left of this farm. But if you're EU Alliance, you're more than welcome. I tell you, these goblins do have some good drops, don't they? There's no messing about with them. Some good blooming drops here. What's your tag? You're best to just join the looking for group right here. Because I've got a maximum amount of friends. I have to delete someone to add a new friend on Battle.net. I've got 200 friends, which is the max. And people always get really upset with me every time I delete them. So I've started to get really guilty about it. Like every time I delete someone to add someone new. I hate getting messages saying, Ero, why did you remove me? Do you not like me? And I'm like, no, it's not that. Ugh. I get so upset. I've even looked for add-ons to try and expand my friends list. There's no add-on. I contacted GM to ask if they're ever planning to add a bigger friends list. No planning to add a bigger friends list. I'm just a bit like at my tether's end with it all. You know, this game's like a coming on 20-year-old game. We still are maxed to 200 friends. Well, are you only allowed 10 friends a year? You know, it's just like, come on, bro. Social game, by the way, but you're only allowed 200 friends. T-Mog Farm Barons Custom PvE. Oh, I'm nearly at max. I've got a lot of stuff to equip here that I've never used before. I mean, I'm going to lose profit by doing so, but what's the point of farming if you're not going to equip it, you know? You're better off equipping things and learning them. So you got them forever and ever. Does anyone here know where you can farm traveler sets? Like, if there's a good farming spot for it. Does your guild offer ahead of the curve kills to get gold? No. I don't know if we're planning to do that, but genuinely, like, the guild I'm in, just want to have a good time. Like, every time we raid together on the evenings, our goal is to kill the bosses and have a good time. And that's pretty much what we always aim to do, no matter the circumstance. And that's why, like, anyone who, like, we've had a couple of people we've had to remove from the guild, and they've taken it very personally because they've been good players, right? And this is often the problem with recruiting really good players, is a lot of the time recruiting very good players, they come with quite a large ego, and they don't care about enjoying the game. They only care about min-maxing the fun out of the game. And they'll be quite nasty and quite vicious to anyone that isn't doing things in the most efficient, effective way possible in the whole world. You know, or someone's not got like the very best logs they could have. And they really like kill the fun for everyone. So we try and get rid of the people like that, because you know, we want good players, but we also want people who know how to relax and have a good time. You know, kind of meet in the middle. You know, are happy to do really well themselves, but don't feel the need to force it on everyone else. You know, that's kind of what we aim for as a guild. If we end up doing like ahead of the curve kills for gold, might happen, might not. I have no idea. We'll see if it happens. This is the only way we can. But like, for me, I get great satisfaction as a guild leader and a raid leader, taking someone who's never raided or like hasn't raided for an expansion or two, and then getting them fully through a raid on heroic and training them up on mechanics and everything like that. Seeing that satisfaction that person gets from killing that boss brings me so much joy in World of Warcraft, I can't express it. I really can't. It's so much joy. I get a lot of joy from that. Because to me, I've effectively just taken someone who is completely new to the game and shown them a new part of the game that they didn't know they would enjoy. Or people who've lost faith in guilds, they join and they suddenly have a great time. Like, I got an officer, right? She's called Sarah at the moment. And Sarah is an absolute sweetheart, right? She's good. She's good officer. And Sarah's like more new to World of Warcraft than a lot of people, but comes with bags of enthusiasm and gets so happy when we kill bosses, because it's a new like concept for her, and because she's got so much passion, she quickly rose the ranks to become an officer as a result of that, because that's what we want. It's like people who love playing the game, people who want to get involved with the guild and everything like that. Okay, I've got a few things here that I need to equip just to like learn them, because they're new transmogs to me, and I think it's just a good idea to learn new transmogs on a whole. I don't like just collecting transmogs to sell if I'm never going to learn them. I quite like learning transmogs. That I get a lot of fun from that. So I'm going to do that. I like checking my score on all the things and seeing it go up every time I learn a new transmog. It's just satisfying. I love it. I'm learning some things here that are really expensive transmogs, but I don't care. I enjoy World of Warcraft, and I will continue to enjoy World of Warcraft forever. Is there anything else I missed there? There's a dagger here as well. Oh, there's another cloak there. I think that's it. Yeah, okay, let's get those in the group then. Group. Got a lot of white trash here. You get a lot of white trash here. It's not white trash, it's just they take a long time to sell. And personally, I do not have the patience to sell this white trash. So it goes to the vendor. But they do sell for good gold, basically. Let's just tick this. There you go. And then go through. Recipe. Pretty sure there's one more. Pattern. There you go. Add those in there, and then we've got some recipes. Add these in here. Add. Okay, lovely jubbly. Sell groups. And then that will automatically sell anything that's not worth anything to me. And then if we just go through here and sell trash, lovely jubbly. So we actually got a lot of stuff, dude. Why have I got so many of these recipes? Is there just a lot of recipes? Oh, okay. This is actually quite trash. This elixir of giant growth. We're going to have to add that to a trash group here. Someone joined, but then left. Okay. Let's add that elixir of giant growth to a trash group. Giant growth here. Need to probably add that to a... Let's just add that to the white trash group. I'm sure that will clear it. Yeah, that clears it. That makes it a lot easier. Okay, cool. Fab. Let's carry on. Yo, what's up, lad? What's up, lad? Where are you farming right now? We're farming in the Barrens, mate. Erosium, good afternoon, good sir. How's your day? How's chat today? Chat's going well today. We had a good chat about Lord of the Rings and the potential wokeness we think that might be involved with it, but we'll see. Ultimately, I think it's good to remain optimistic, but you know, I can do a video. I don't think I can do a short video, a short on selling trash with TSM, but I can definitely do a short. The reason I haven't done a video so far is because I know this guy is going to copy me the second I release a video on it. The second I release a video on it, I know 100% he's going to copy me. I've even like considered sending him the video and saying, hey, just thought I'd show you this, so as to make it really awkward for him to copy me. I mean, I've actually considered doing that. And the reason for it that I know he's going to copy me is because I've made like 2 other TSM guides, and every time I've done that, within 2 days, he makes the exact same guide. Like, every time. And I'm like, alright then. Alright then. Zero like recognition or credit. Just it makes me a bit like, oh, do I just want to make this video or not? Puts me off a bit, you know? Because the thing is, when I make videos, if someone makes another video like copying that and it detracts viewers from watching my video is not going to perform. I'm not going to make like any money from that. And my job as a content creator is to obviously make content which people are going to watch so that I can effectively afford to put food on the table. And when someone else makes a video that copies mine, it detracts my viewers from watching it, and therefore I get less views, which does upset me a bit. But what I might do is just make the video and then send it to him directly, and that way it becomes really awkward if he does. I can call him out on it, or at least get the recognition. But you are right, there's some stuff that I do. There's some stuff I do which would be valuable to a video, for sure. Make a video on it and call him out? No, we're not doing that. Because the thing is, like, whenever you make a video about that type of stuff, people are very, like, spicy, because, like, unless someone directly copies you for word, they often say they didn't copy you. But that's complete bull. They can just reword what it is you said. No, you can't report them to YouTube because it's not copyright. If someone's rewording your content in their own way, it's detracting from people watching your video, but it's not copying directly from a legal standpoint. The only reason I haven't mentioned this guy's name is purely because I don't want him to get any attention, and I will never work with him or even like reply to him if he ever DMs me because of this. People like that do not deserve any attention whatsoever, because as a content creator you should be creative enough to make content without needing to basically just go out and copy other people's content like within 2 days. At least like give it a week, dude, you know what I mean? Give it a week at least. Let the person get their views from that video or whatever, get the majority of their views from that video, and then make it. It's when it's like in such a short time frame, it really pisses me off, dude. Like, you know, my mailing short video? I did a video which showed you guys how to basically like mail, use the mailing operations of TSM, and like within a few days the guy copied me. Basically. And I was just like, oh, come on, dude. Get a tool and show it on stream. Nah, I'll just do it all. I'll do it all. I'll do a video. I'll just send them the video in DMs and then say, hey, dude, just thought I'd show you this before you copy it. No, just joking. I thought I'd just show you this video. I really hope it helps you. I've just released a video on it. And then hopefully that person won't be able to say, because I've called them out in their comment section before. I've said, oh, good video. This is very similar to the one I released 2 days ago. You know, I've said that in the past. And the person was like, oh, really? I had no idea about it. I've never watched that video. And I'm like, okay, dude. And I have only ever reported one other channel for like copying my content, because they literally did like copy it. Like they took my thumbnail and they reused my thumbnail for their video, and they redid my video with my thumbnail. That was a really funny one. YouTube did remove that one. Yeah, that was a really funny one actually. And they did it to the game part as well. They did it to the game part as well, and the game part and I were talking about it, and we were finding it so funny, dude. We literally found it so funny when it happened. We found me now, transmog. Transmog, they're called slut mogs, and slut mogs are basically like attractive looking transmogs that players will wear to make their character look extra attractive. I want to let you guys know that when patch 9.2 drops, a lot of the gold farming I'll be doing will be reduced, and I'll be mostly doing Mythic Plus. Just for like at least 2-3 weeks, I'd say. I'll still do a bit of farming for like the reputation, recipes and stuff like that. And just like generally fun stuff like Zereth Mortis, getting mounts, like new mounts, new pets, achievements, all that type of cool stuff. But I'll be more so involved in current content when the new patch comes out. That is something we're going to be doing, because I like to get involved in current content when that releases. It is quite fun for me. I'm considering activating my second account again, just to do my gold farming whilst I'm doing all the current content. Just so, because I don't want to give up on my gold farming. I still like doing my gold farming, But the problem is it takes time, right? It takes a lot of time out your day to do that stuff, like the posting and that. So I've been considering like doing it on my second account. And just paying a token to run that second account for like a month and still having it run in the background whilst I'm doing like my other stuff. How high of a key have you done for Mythic Plus? Plus 15s. I've done a couple plus 17s. I just don't bother, to be honest. I like plus 15. And I stick... Once I got my plus 15s done, I don't really bother past that. It doesn't excite me very much. But I plan to like basically take a group and build them up to plus 15 within the first week or so of the patch. Because if anyone doesn't know, the dungeons get nerfed into the ground when the new patch comes out, so it's not easy to do plus 15 straight away. Also, if anyone doesn't really know what you're doing the next patch, I released a video on my Discord here, which goes over what you should be doing in the next patch. And it's a really good video, just like explaining it all really. So just make sure you join the Discord, links in the description. You check out the hashtag links section and you can watch that. That will show you everything you need to see. Okay? Yeah, Druid's 100% the best class to farm like this. Yeah, without a shadow of a doubt, it's the best. Just so much faster to do it on a Druid than it is any other class. At the moment, my speed on this Druid is 200%. So, as you can imagine, I'm killing stuff pretty quickly. Thank you so much to all these subscribers, dude. It's crazy. Loads. Fernando, David, thank you very much for subscribing. Can you do a Mythic Plus guide for a noob? Let's see if a person will copy your Mythic guild guide. Yeah. I doubt it. They only really copy my gold making stuff. Did you... I see. Very quick indeed. Did you invest a lot to get to that amount of movement speed? No, it cost me about 6,000 gold. Most of it's free. Can you not buy stuff and create a speed set via auction house? You can, but there's certain stuff you need to get from just questing, such as the Heart of Azeroth. You need to do that. Then you get 2 pieces from Azeroth, which give you the speed, and then the rest comes from the auction house. We have like a lot of information on the Discord. If anyone's interested in reading it, we have a really good channel in the Discord, links in the description, in the hashtag FAQ channel. And Blood Queen, one of our admins here, has put a how can I get an easy speed set started, and then goes through all the details, and it's super easy just to follow. Join the Discord and give that a read. You'll really enjoy it. I know you will. Honestly, it took me about 45 minutes to build my speed set. It was ridiculously quick because I had some people just telling me what to do, and so I just did what they told me to. And that's when I said, "Hey, Blood Queen, we should put in the Discord a simple tutorial on how to do the speed set." That'd be good. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. She's coming. No, thank you. Hun? Let me book someone to go to Shrewsbury. You okay? She's not up for booking it again. I tried, chat. I tried. I think the other thing is, because it was a romantic weekend away, I was really looking forward to spending some time with Kat. That was like another thing I was really looking forward to, because I was a bit gutted to find out they all got cancelled. My partner recently, whilst I was away at my brother's, she took the. We have this like we used to have this mattress that was a bit annoying. It hurt our backs quite a lot, so we got a memory foam topper, and it was really thick. It was like 3 inches thick, dude. This memory foam topper was, and we stuck it on top. You wouldn't believe that, right? A topper being on top. Anyway. And we eventually decided to get rid of it because it was getting too soft. And what we found is it was hurting our backs a bit too much because it was too soft. We wanted a bit more of a hard bed. So we bought a new, well, my partner bought a new bed for us. And what she did whilst I was at my brother's is she got the memory foam mattress and she cut it into like shapes of like all of our pillows, our dog beds and everything like that, and she put them, she like basically filled up any cushion or dog bed or anything like that with memory foam. And so all of our dog beds have suddenly got really like lush and posh and stuff like that, and my dogs are like loving it, dude. And like she replaced my cushions that I sit on my chair, because I got a really tall desk. My desk is custom built, and it's like 76 inches, and it should be 71. So I sit on a couple cushions to like make up for the height, right? And it's not a problem for me because I'm quite tall. I've got long legs, and my legs still hit the ground, basically. Alright guys, yeah, we're done on this farm. I'm gonna go farm some dungeons in a second. But yeah, all of the cushions in my house have gone really like fluffy and nice whilst I've been away. Okay, so T-Mog. Well, first of all, let's put that in white trash. There you go. Okay. Is there anything I want to learn? Yeah, let's learn that. Let's learn that. And let's learn that one there as well. Okie dokie. Great, we've learned those. Now let's sell the rest. Sell group. Oh, reload. Okay, reload it is. Bring on the reload. How long will you be streaming? I usually stream just until I get tired, to be honest. Alright, get the stuff sold. Lovely jubbly. Sell it, sell it, sell it. Right. What are all these here? Is it Savory Delights? Okay, we're going to have to take that out of the group as well then. Let's add that to just... Oh, just a piece. So, is... Ooh. This seems to be a no-go. Is it a guaranteed no-go? Can you book it for another time then? And I'll get the other guy to come look after the dogs. Oh?
I don't know.
Mm-hmm. No more. Uncle. Okay. Let's add that to T-Mog. Cool, because that's junk. Oh yeah, now I see why we had loads of recipes. Alright, cool, and then let's sell the trash. Wow, we had lots of trash there, didn't we? My goodness gracious me. Right, let's teleport. Let's probably go to Dalaran. I always like going to Dalaran. I think it's the easiest place to go. Okay, let's get this stuff mailed across. Okay, I'm going to log into my priest, see if we've had any sales, and then I'm going to show you guys some flipping. Then we're going to do a couple dungeons on my... We're going to do a couple dungeons, okay? That's what we're going to do. Do some more gold farming, I think. Make the use of this time before we got the next patch. Okay, guys, I want to show you some flips that I've done recently. And they're not huge flips, but I want to show you them as an example of flips that you can do as a noob, because I think there's a lot of people who watch this channel who don't really know what they're doing with the auction house, and they just want to get used to it. So I'm going to go to materials here. I'm just going to select this group. And I'm going to go to resale. Right. Oh, it's not going to work because a lot of these materials I buy aren't even like in the last 30 days. I buy them long term and then sell them. It won't work. What if I did 60 days? Would that make any difference here? No, it won't. How can I do this? Let's take in the examples I wrote in my Discord. Osmite ore. Osmenite ore. Okay. So this is an interesting one. I bought this 677 of them at 13 gold 90 silver each. And then I sold them each for 17 gold 72. So we got 3,000 gold profit, 2,600 gold profit there, which is pretty good, and I'm very happy with that because it's just nice and easy profit. Let's do another one now. This is great, just like showing you guys that you can flip ore, you can flip leather, you can flip anything. So let's go for this one next. This is another good one, another nice simple one. Rugged leather. So I bought 438 of them for 4 gold, 38 silver, and then I sold them for 4 gold, 99 silver, which isn't a huge one, but it's a little bit of profit again. And it's like those are like some of the starting ones that I did, and they're just an example to like people who are completely new to like gold making, that you can just start with very little gold and just build into it slowly. You don't have to take the huge risks right away. You can take your time, because that's, as a new player, that's all you need to do, right? So this is another one. I bought this stuff for, like, I bought some here for 20 gold. I bought some here for 14 gold, 98 silver, basically 15 gold, and then I sold it for 29 gold a piece, which is quite a huge amount of profit. So as you can see, that there is opportunities out there. Another one that I really like doing is the tomb of why is it not coming up? If I just type in tomb, sealed tomb, there you go. And I basically buy these around 4,000 to 5,000 gold, and I sell them for 8,000 gold typically, so get about 3,000 gold like profit from that, which is pretty good on a whole, and I'm very happy with that. I do this also with garrison supplies, so a lot of the garrison supplies here. Let's go to garrison. I hate it when it does that. It doesn't show the information. Oh, it's because I got tomb. Have I got tomb in? There you go. Okay, so if I go to resale, will it show now? Select group. Kill that off. There you go. Okay, so a lot of the time I buy these frozen arms of a hero. And I buy these typically between, like, what, 100 gold and 200 gold. And I aim to sell them for about 284 gold a piece. And that gets me really nice, solid profit. On a whole, it's just average profit. Always comes out top. That 87 gold average profit each time. Then you got your huge ogre cash. I buy these all the time at 1,500 gold. As you can see, 1,500, 1,500, 1,500. Then I sell them for 2,000, 3,000 gold each time, and it's quite a lot of profit each time. It builds into quite a lot of profit as you continue to do it. Medallion of the Lost Legion, I do the same thing here. I buy them for I bought loads here because I want to completely reset the auction house, and then I sell them again. So I bought it for 2,400 and then make sales of 3,000, and I just keep the gold income flowing in from there. As long as you're always working towards something new, then you're winning, aren't you? I'm late, but I am here. Welcome in, Zap. Hope you're doing well, dude. It's very good to see you today. Okay, so let's browse and let's have a look at some materials. I think I want to look at leather right now. Feeling like looking at some leather because I've been selling some leather recently and I've been doing well with it. Okay, I'm seeing some good deals here. I'm seeing some really gosh darn good deals. Why is recipes? Am I searching recipes as well? What? That's so silly. Damn, my server have barely any of those you mentioned. That's good. That's good because that means there's a potential supply demand issue for you. And then you can take advantage of that by going out and farming that stuff. All right, cool. So let's have a look. Heavy Borean leather. This is absurdly low. 50 gold a pop. And there's 23 on the auction house. I mean, you'd have to be daft to not buy that, right? So we're going to go ahead and buy that. Reset it to 300 gold each. You're potentially going to times your gold quite a lot there. Black Dragon Scale, I'm going to stay away from that. It's not bought very regularly, so there's really no need to get involved in that. Don't need any of these scales. They're not bought quite a lot. Light hides can be bought quite a lot, but again, you only really use them to level. You don't use them for anything else. Cool leather. This is just absurd. There's no need for us to get involved in that. Light leather is a good seller. This is a really good seller because a lot of people need to buy this for leveling. And what I like to do is I buy it under 3 gold. That's kind of like my rule. If it's under 3 gold, I can buy it. If it's above 3 gold, there has to not be a lot of it on the auction house to sell it. So I actually go ahead and I buy that, and I usually just stick it on, and I've got my materials basically set to always post my materials at 120% of the buy price that I bought it at. So if I show you my materials groups here, you can see here that my first minimum price setting is 120% of my smart average buy price. So when I average, like, my average buy price for light leather is 2 gold. So my minimum price is 2 gold 2 and another 20% of that on top. So therefore I like to post these for a minimum of 3 gold, basically. And that guarantees that I will always post it at that amount, if that makes sense. So that's what I do. And that way I can always be sure that I'm not going to lose profit by posting these items back on the auction house. Okay, let's have a look here. Warbear leather looks relatively low, but there's a lot of it on the auction house, so I'm going to stay away from that. Dredged leather. It looks like actually an alright price. Heavy leather. There's quite a lot of that on the auction house. I don't want to touch that. Okay, yep, that's fine. So leather's doing all right actually in the moment. I don't need to reset anything there. Let's have a look at herbs. Not doing anything today, but I am alive. Oh, that's good to hear. Always nice to hear you're alive. Sungrass. Let's have a look at sungrass. So this is an inflated value because you can see that the region historical price is 26 gold, but it's showing as a really low price because of the market value is really high, which means that's fake value basically. If it's not got a history of selling at that price, it's just completely fake. So what we're going to do is ignore that completely. Witchberries is a Pandaria thing, so it's not really bought a lot. Sorimoss is bought for leveling. You need this to level, and it is really good to actually flip. There is a lot of it though. There's a lot of Sorimoss. There's a lot of Sorimoss on the auction house. How much would that cost to reset that to the price? 7,000 gold to reset that, and the problem is when people buy it, they only need like 40, so that wouldn't be a very good reset. I was having this talk with someone recently on how to identify inflated values. Yeah, I mean, just looking at historicals are the kind of, in my opinion, one of the best ways to check. Here, this is used a lot to level Pandaria alchemy. I don't think it's really worth it. It's too easy to get. Wild Steel Bloom. Let's have a look at that. This is really cheap. Yeah, this is really, really cheap. So I'm going to buy that up. Cancel mine. Cancel mine. and we'll get it posted back on the auction house. Silkweed again. Ice Thorn. Let's have a look at Ice Thorn. I'm gonna buy these. There's not a lot. There's not a terrific amount. There's 587, and then I own the auction, so I'm gonna reset those. Fellweed. No, we'll stay away from those. Fireweed. No, we'll stay away from those. Cool. Let's have a look at garrison stuff. These are all really good pricing. They're really, really good pricing. These are priced really, really fairly. There's no reset there. Fine, no problem with me. Enchants. Let's have a look at enchants. Again, really good. Let's have a look at ore. Yeah, I love looking at ore, dude. Ore is like one of my favorite flips because you can turn it into bars and you can also like just sell it back. It's like 2 for 1. Obsidian ore. Oh, that looks inflated. That looks inflated to heck. Let's have a look at that inflated price. Yeah, it's massively inflated. Look at that inflation, dude. Look at that inflated price. Obsidian ore is, it's saying 6% market value because they've inflated the price to 2018 market value, whereas the historical price is 34 gold, which means this is completely overpriced. Silliness, eh? Silliness. Now this is actually a good deal. So yeah, let's buy that out. And let's buy out to the 18 gold amount. Clear that out there. Do you get involved in ultra rare markets ever? If so, how do you determine the value? I don't at the moment because it costs so much gold to do so. However, it is a very, very profitable market to be in. Okay, I can't really see much that's worth it there. Ghost iron ore is really cheap at the moment. It's very cheap at the moment. Let's have a look at bars. I do. When they sell, it's great, but it's a rough market because you can't just undercut your way to a sale. You have to have it posted when a buyer turns up. Yeah, that's it. And like, it takes a long time to sell. Well, it can be really quick, but also can take a very long time to sell. Like, I know someone who made $1 million gold selling a woolly rhino, but it took him 5 months of trying to sell it. You know? Is there anything else I wanted to check? Bars didn't look very good. Reputation's always a good one to check. No. No. Okay, fine. We're all good. Now remind me, do I need to get exalted with lower city, or is it only revered that matters? Yeah, a lot of people flip woolly rhinos. It seems to be a really common flip in terms of that market. Okay, so do I need to get exalted? I think I need to get revered for this. Okay, so I need to get revered. So let's do a couple more dungeons. I won't get revered tonight, but I'll do a couple more dungeons and then we'll do some gold farming on my druid. Thanks. I've been trying to learn how to read Undermine Journal to find values to create strings for posting. Nice. Bloody Nora. Oh my gosh. For me, as long as whatever I buy it for, I have it as set to like a minimum value that I'm getting my 100% back, and then I'm getting 20% on top as a minimum value, I'm happy, because that's always profit, right? That's my minimum. Obviously I want to get like my maximum or my normal, but my minimum, as long as that, like, my overheads are covered, I'm happy. Hey mate, hey Reezy. How goes Rep Grind Arrow? It's going good, mate. I'm just trying to get all of the jewelry crafting recipes, but there's so many, dude. There's so many. But look here, for Burning Crusade, I'm at 50% right now, but I'm really like low on some of them. Really, really low. Like necklaces. Let's look here. What am I low on? Where do I need to get these from? Netherstorm, Nagrand. So I've got a bunch of like Netherstorm and Nagrand stuff. Some lower city stuff. Yeah, I just got to keep farming reps. There's so many reputations in Burning Crusade for like jewelry crafting. It's crazy. But the thing is, when someone needs something from there, because no one else can be asked to go get the rep, you end up being really profitable because no one else can be asked to grind out all that stuff. If you're good at grinding, like I am, you can really make quite a decent profit. What on earth? I'm charmed. What? Why am I charmed, dude? What do I do? Oh, well, this is charming. Okay, great. It stopped. I was like, why? What do I do? Yeah, so that's for my materials. For my other stuff, it's not as much, but I believe the auction house cut is always 5%. It's always 5% on an overall. The auction house cut is always 5%. I don't know of any auction house that's 10%. Oh no, I do. It's Booty Bay, isn't it? It's Booty Bay auction house is 10%, isn't it? Mana Tombs isn't bad for farming BC recipes either, so that's not too bad. Yeah, Mana Tombs is great, but it doesn't get me the reputation I need with this. Mana Tombs is the consortium, so it's no use to me if I'm trying to get lower city rep. It's really good if I'm just farming general like jewelry crafting stuff. So I'll probably do that when I get to the point where I'm just farming like general jewelry crafting. But right now, because I'm trying to farm all the reputations to buy them, I'm basically doing the specific dungeons. And for anyone that doesn't know, like Burning Crusade is like one of the only expansions where you get like reputation by just doing the dungeons, basically, rather than the quests and stuff like that. Thanks for subscribing, Rizzy! AKA Starlet, get engineering, go to the shrine. It's the best auction house set if you have a long boy. Yep, I will 100% get the consortium one as well. I've got so many I've got to farm. I've got to get this the lower city one to revered first before I do that, and then I'll probably get onto that one next. Yeah, when you use the Booty Bay auction house, it used to be 10%, but it's 5% otherwise, as far as I'm aware. Those goblins take their cut, mate. A lot of time I just ignore like the end bosses, but I realize I have to get it on this character because the potential like loot that you can get from the end boss can actually be recipes, so you actually do have to loot the end boss. I didn't know Sethic Halls was good for gold making. It's not great for gold making, but it's more that I'm getting reputation for this. I need the reputation with Lower City, and Sethic Halls is like the smoothest dungeon to run for Lower City reputation. It's just easy to get in and easy to get out. Ideally, you want to be farming mana tombs if you're just going for gold making. But yeah, I do this for that. Yeah, it's not terrific for gold making. It's more about just getting the reputation. I do a couple dungeons here and there in between things, just to keep the reputation like not too much of a grind. If you ever have to do something grindy, the best way to do it is to split it up into like grindable sessions. So if you do a couple runs here, a couple runs there, it doesn't seem like it's a grind. But if you do like, I don't know, 10 runs all at once, then you're gonna feel like you've really like gone on a massive grind, and you're gonna feel a little bit tired from it. So I like to just do a couple runs here, a couple runs there, in between doing other stuff. That's what gets me, you know, really motivated. So this is the last run of this dungeon I'm doing, and then I'm gonna just log onto my druid and get some more gold farming done. If you're doing something really grindy, you're better off putting Erosium's 12-hour video on and going to town. Yeah, dude, I was so happy with that 12-hour video. I really was. I was actually considering going through and getting all of my warrior footage together and releasing it, re-releasing it as a full video as well, because I really enjoyed that one as well. I really enjoyed that. Again, it's just one of them. I've considered doing it. How hard is it to make how hard is it to make a living as a streamer / YouTuber? Very hard. I'm not gonna pretend it's not hard. It's really bloody hard. Like, you can make money, but you aren't really making a living. Because, like, I mean, at the moment, right, I'm at nearly 100 Patreons. And I've got like, how many 1,000 views have I got a month coming in on YouTube? I've got at the moment I've got 120,000 views are coming in a month on YouTube. And right now, I'm not on full-time income. Ooh, 83,000 gold. 83,000 gold. Cobra scale gloves, Outlands leatherworking. Wow. Pretty cool, dude. Anyway, so yeah, I'm not on a full-time wage yet. I've worked it out, and basically, like, when I've got 250 patrons, that's when I will be on a full-time income. So, like, just being straight up with you guys. So that's my plan right now. Is, you know, that's why I'm releasing so many guides on my Patreon. That's why I'm releasing so much cool information on there and stuff like that. Because the goal is for me to try and get a full-time income and beyond that. That's why I promote it in, like, most of my videos. It's not because I'm trying to, like, scam or anything like that. I genuinely want to give you guys as many guides as I can, but I also want to be able to support myself doing this long term. You know? It's only so many years you can tell your partner, hey, hon, I'm gonna make this work. I'm gonna make this work. And you gotta make it work one day. You got it, because I can't be thinking about bringing in a kid into the world if I'm not making a full-time income, can I, guys? So that's what I want. I want to have kids. So I need to start thinking about that stuff. Yeah, I'm going to get close to my full-time ambition. That's the goal, though. You know, keep the awesome content going. I'm going to redo all the Garrison guides. I can't wait to redo those. I need time to do it. I need to get it done. I might go to, like, a coffee shop or a pub tomorrow, take my laptop and just start working on them for like 6 hours. And I just like blast through a bunch of work, because I think I could get loads done in that time. So I've been considering doing that. And that was like another reason I was looking forward to this little holiday away, is because I wasn't going to be like at home. I was going to just like focus in the mornings and getting stuff done whilst my partner's asleep, because my partner wakes up late. Because, like, I'm one of those people, guys, that I love working. Like, I'm a YouTuber and I write guides on the internet. And I get paid to do it. I don't get paid a lot yet, but, like, I'm working towards getting a full-time wage. And the more I work, the more, you know, it grows. And that's what I really enjoy doing. It's just so fun. Like, sharing my knowledge as someone who's been playing World of Warcraft for 18 years, I have a lot of, like, knowledge that I don't even realize I've got, that I can get across to people in a simple and easy way. And I love doing that. It's really fun. It's really, really fun. If I wasn't doing streaming / YouTubing, what would I be doing as a full-time job? I would probably be doing something business related. I know that much. I would more than likely be a manager of some sort of like agency. More than likely. I don't know what type of agency, but I would probably be like a manager of an agency. Either a state agency or it would be recruitment. One of those two. I would be in one of those industries more than likely. If I was following my other dream job, I would be a voice actor. But that's not for a few years. Yeah, I'm gonna be a full-time YouTuber before I start working on like voice acting stuff as well on my side piece. Yeah, like that was something I realized, Haggis, you're 100% right there. You don't even know the knowledge that you have. And that was something I realized when I was writing that guide, that TSM guide recently with Queen, is the amount of knowledge and like extra bits of advice and tips that we had. And we were bringing to that guide, and I was like, oh yeah, what about this? And I was like, oh, I bet people don't know about this. Yeah, all that type of extra stuff that people just didn't know about, and you teach them, and like oftentimes it's the pros, you know, it's people who've been using these things for years and years that are like, whoa, I didn't even know this existed. Ero, you just showed me this, I had no idea. Like me, for example, as well. Like for years, I didn't know that you could hover over an item and just hold shift, and TSM would automatically work out how much that item was worth as a stack, not individually. I was like, what? You can hold shift and it will tell you? Let's show you as an example. So if I go over this, oh, let's get out of combat first. Come on, guys, you can take a hit if you want. I'll take a hit. Yeah. Okay, good. All right, let's take this as what should we take? Arcanite bars. These Arcanite bars are worth 265 gold each, and then I was like, let's get the calculator up, and I would like get the calculator up on my screen. I only learned about this like a month ago, and I'd be like 265 times 42, 65 times 14 equals 3,710. Well, that's how much gold I've got. That's how I'll do it, right? And then someone said, you do realize you can hold shift. I was like, what? What do you mean? So I went over it and I was like, shift. What? 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 I was so freaked out, dude. And I've been using TSM since Legion, and it's always had this feature. It's always been in the game, and I just didn't know about it for all that time. And it's just this type of like cool little tips and tricks that you get over time, and you can share with people. Look how many people are freaking out in the chat right now. Look at how many people are freaking out in the chat right now who had no idea that that feature even existed. It's incredible, isn't it? Why is wildvine so much more expensive than the others? Herbs? Well, go farm both and that'll tell me which is easier to get. Exactly. Yeah, dude, this is what I'm saying, man. There's so much stuff in this game that you just don't know is a thing. Like, a lot of people don't even know that that in Nagrand you can kill these 3 ogres here, and they have a 10% chance. Each of these have a 10% drop chance of a pet. Not the same pet, a different pet for each one. So every day on a level 50 plus character, you can just log in, fly over here, and kill each 3 of these ogres. They spawn every 5 minutes, and get yourself a 1 in 10 chance of getting a pet. Like, loads of people don't even know that. But there's so much like cool little things you gain over the years that it just adds up. I learned that trick from Dala GG. I used to hit those 3 ogres, and there's another one in Tanand. Yes, there is. Loads. There is loads. There is loads and loads and loads. All right, let's just sell my stuff here and add things to the group. I think that's enough reputation farming. Enough of a grind on this character, and then we're going to do some more gold farming. All right, I'm going to show you guys a little trick in a second, so keep your eyes peeled for when I do the trick, please. Okay, so let's get that added as well. And then another recipe. We're getting some quite high value recipes recently, dude. Okay, all right, let's sell some stuff here. Sell trash. Okay, trash is sold. Now we need to sell the groups. Please don't bug. Okay, great. Now we've got a problem. So we've got a problem. This is where I'm showing you something. These are soulbound items, right? However, in my vendoring TSM operations, I have an operation called T-Mark Trash. This basically works out the DB market value and the region market value. It adds these two together and then divides it by 2. And if it's less than 2,000 gold, it sells it to a vendor, as long as it's in the TMOG group. However, it also automatically sells soulbound items. So why has it not sold the Moonstrider boots? Well, that's because it's not in the TMOG group. But how do I add these to a TMOG group when they don't appear in my bags? Well, you have to individually search them in base groups. So you search Moonstrider boots. You simply click those and you drag them in to TMOG. Those are now in the TMOG group. Sky Hunter Swift Boots. Sky Hunter. Is it dash? Swift Boots. Okay, we add all those in. Lovely jubbly. And let's do the light woven. Do those as well. Okay. Got any more? Shoulder pads. Anything else? Yeah, I'm sure there's some more stuff. It doesn't matter. You guys get the point, right? So we've added those to the group now. Now we can go ahead and we sell the groups. And you'll see it sold these bind on pickup soulbound items now. Nice. That easy. That easy, guys. That easy. So that's a nifty little trick that you guys could pick up from. Right there. Let's log out. Let's go do some gold farming. Okay, so let's have a look here. I want to go onto my druid, Juragoon. Is there an operation price setup in order to auto sell items? Yes, it has showed it you. No, you don't make so let's clear this up. You don't make a TSM junk group. You don't need a TSM junk group. You need a TSM junk operation. Okay, you don't need to specify what's junk and what's not junk. You just need to do that through an operation. So, for example, if I show you mine, all of my transmogs are together, right? All of my transmogs are together. Even if they're not valuable transmogs. Like, take this, take Amber Band of the Fire Flash. It's only worth 30 gold. Am I going to sell that? No, bollocks am I. I'm not selling that, but it's still in my group, right? I know I'm not going to sell that, but I also know that my auction house character is never going to see that item because I've got an operation called TMOG Trash, which automatically sells items under 2,000 gold. So if I go to my operations here, my vendoring operation, and I click TMOG Trash, it works out the value of an item. So let's take this item here. It works out, yes, okay, Haggis. It works out the value of an item. So the market value is the DB market value, chat, okay? So DB market value in this instance, for some reason, it says 5,743,000 gold. That's not true, it's fake. But either way, it's got that as the market value. Then it says what the DB region market value average is, which in this case is 2,932,000, and it will add those two together, and then you see the slash, that basically means divide in mathematical terms. Slash 2, so that's divide by 2, so that will add those two together, and then whatever that is divided by one another, if that's lower than 2,000 gold, which I've got here, it will automatically sell that item as long as it's in my TMOG group. That way, we can just add things to the group, and it automatically sells it as long as it's under 2,000 gold. It's pretty useful. Yeah, Haggis, you did show me that stuff, mate. It was really good. You didn't show me the soulbound stuff because you said it was bugged. But I reached out to Gumdrops. And Gumdrops from TSM, the developer of TSM, explained it to me. And he was the one that showed me about the base groups trick. So I'll give you recognition for the bit you did show me, but you didn't show it me all. So yeah, like Gumdrops slipped into his DMs. Yeah, Gumdrops is a legend. He is a legend. Without a shadow of doubt, he's a legend. He has some really good knowledge. Well, yeah, I mean, it is his add-on, so I would hope so. Let's get some Zofiorak done. I love ZF, dude. ZF is such a good dungeon to run. Oh, I do want to do Caverns of Time as well. I want to... Which was the one people were telling me to farm, by the way, in Caverns of Time? Someone told me that I needed to farm something from Caverns of Time. I think it was Dragon Soul. I think it was for the gems. I think you guys were telling me to farm them for the gems. Let's try and do that, actually, guys. I really want to do that because someone told me to do it, and I think I would like to actually get that done. I could have swore it was Dragon Soul. If I'm wrong, please correct me, but I'm pretty sure it is. And since I am farming lots of that type of stuff at the moment, it could be a really good shout to do that. I'm going to give my dog a biscuit. Which color biscuit should we give him, guys? Should we give him the circle biscuit? Or should we give him the diamond biscuit? Which biscuit should the dog have, guys? I love the Caverns of Time, dude. It looks so nice. Dragon Soul gets you the motes of darkness, etc. that you can buy the bags for. The annoying red gems and cut for Mage Tower cuts, if I remember right. Garnets, maybe? Oh, okay. Dragon Soul gets you the motes of darkness. Okay, motes of darkness. Okay. Whoa, there's a lot. There's a lot in here, isn't there? Dragon Soul's up here. Here's a question for you. Is there an easier way to go to Outlands using the fractured Necrolite skull? Well, I'm pretty sure one of the easiest ways is just go to the Shattrath portal, isn't it? that's the way I do it mostly. I just do the Shattrath portal. Do you farm this on normal, by the way, or do you farm on heroic? All right, so this is the first time doing it, guys. So I'm gonna eat my bear tartar. This is a dungeon, isn't it? Here it is. And this is on normal. Normal difficulty. Okay, let's go. There's so many, like, mobs. It's crazy. Not any motes of darkness yet. I hope we get some soon. Oh, I didn't loot. Motes of fire. Yeah, that still works, dude. It works really good. On my realm, they don't sell very well at the moment, so they're not as worth it to me. But yeah, they still work really well. They've been working for years, to be honest with you, bro. I doubt they'll stop working suddenly. Essence of destruction. Okay. That was relatively easy. I'm going to assume we have to fly up. I'm probably going to have to fly up, right? Burn! Right, fly up. My server is going for 250 gold per primal. Yeah, it's so bad. 250 gold is so bad, dude. Oh my gosh, what's going on here? Yeah, someone's telling me that this is really profitable. It's not crazy profitable to me right now, but hey, if we manage to get some gems, then it will be. It's all dependent on that, isn't it? So that was done. I can't go anywhere else from here, is that? General goods. Next, I can go this way. Can I get any loot of this stuff? Does this stuff give me any loot? Let's kill this stuff and find out. No. No loot of you. No loot of you. Right, so generally we get no loot of that stuff. Okay, fine. So that's kind of pointless to attack that stuff, in other words. My advice would be if you're going to do... Oh, yeah. What's going on? We've got to go over here. Ultraxian. I'm not sure of the way around here, if I'm honest with you guys. If anyone's got advice, please let me know, because I feel like I'm in the wrong place. Yeah, I'm definitely in the wrong place. Okay. Why is they not telling me, like, where I gotta go? Hey Erosium, how are you? I'm doing really good, thank you very much for asking, Dreadly Fire. Doing very good, thank you, dude. Kill the guy in the holes, and then he'll fly you up. What other hole? Oh, this hole over here. Okay, so I've got to talk to the NPC again. Okay, because I've already killed the guy in the hole. Okay, lovely. Oh, this is interesting. They're actually reskins of the ones that the purple ones have got from the island expeditions. Isn't that interesting? They're the reskins of the Twilight Dragons one. Okay, so there's another dragon here now. There wasn't before. So let's fly this one. Next, do this flight next. Okay. So at the moment, it's definitely not worth doing this, but we will see if we get some good stuff. It might become worth it. Ooh. Those both, one's leatherworking, one's tailoring. Cool. Back to the temple. Is there a third dragon? There's the third dragon. This is flying me up now. Up, up, up we go. No, I know the I know the island expedition gear is reskinned of like raid gear and stuff like that. I completely know that. I was just saying in general. Say my use of words weren't good there, but I completely know that. So that's actually really good. I've got these two recipes here. Ooh, cool. I'm just messing with you. You're trolling me, man. You're trolling me, Haggis. Why are you always doing this to me, man? Deathwing is way bigger than that. By the way, can I just add? Deathwing is far bigger than that. He's tiny there. That is a tiny dragon. He's the same size as the other aspects there, but he's actually much bigger than that. I think they downscaled him for this. Is this Medivh? Oh no, that's a dragon, isn't it? Yeah, that's the dragon. I was gonna say, Medivh before he like turned proper evil used to look like really cool. The focusing iris. Let's click it and find out what happens. You're probably gonna want to look up how to kill this spine of Deathwing if you haven't done it before. It's annoying. Really. I might on purposely not look it up so I can just figure it out. Imagine finding a dragon the size of Azeroth. Exactly. Fighting at that dragon, yeah. I would say the main reason I don't farm that. That gives me 2 sockets, guys, and agility. That's going to be better for my speed set, isn't it? Isn't that far better for my speed set than what I'm got on now? Yeah, that's far better. Like, I can just buy a new enchanted minus speed increase. That was quite chill. Is that going to be better as well? Yeah. Double socket. Oh no, but it's going to lower my crit, which isn't going to be good for me overall. But it gives me a double socket, which I can just get crit. That gives me 3 sockets. I'm just trying to work. I'm trying to add the difference here. I think that's going to be better off using that because of the 3 sockets. I should be able to get more crit. It depends if I can put like certain sockets in there from the auction house or not, which I want to test. I'm going to test it really quickly. Let's quickly just go and buy some sockets and see if it can work or not. I'll laugh if it does. I'll laugh pretty hard, actually. If I can, like, trick the system. Right, which one is this? Straddling Sage. And this one? Is that a unique equip, by the way? That one? Yeah, it is, yeah. Okay, first of all, we need to get our crit back. So, let's get the crit back for gems. Okay, let's just try a quick crit one here. And just see if I can pull it in this gear or not. I doubt I can. I reckon I've probably got to pull it in, like, certain pieces. I'm going to try it. Let's try it in the trousers. It's too low. It's too low. It won't work. Okay, that's fine. Let's have a look at... This is not a unique equip, is it? This one. Oh, it is. That is. Oh, gosh. So I think probably based off that knowledge, then... It's not going to be more valuable to take this because speed-wise, I don't even know if there's anything from Legion that could be of value to us there. Let's have a look. Just looking here at the minus speed increase and stuff like that. Let's have a look. Oh, didn't mean to click that. No, I can't see any. So no. Doesn't look like it. Interesting. I wonder what gems I could potentially put into this gear though. Can I put this in or not? Let's have a look. Oh, I can't. So what level could I put into here? Would it need to be like item level 37 gear? Like, what gems could I actually put in to this? Would it be like item level 35, maybe, perhaps? This one here. Minor speed increase. How minor are we talking? Let's find out. Let's just buy it and find out. And then let's buy another enchant for the boots. Boots, boots, boots. Search. Which enchant do these my other boots have? Minor speed. Just minor speed. Buy those. Okay. Grab those two now. See if that gives us a slight increase or not. I can't. It can only be placed in meta. In meta? What's meta? This is prismatic. I can put anything I want in there. Gosh darn it. It's meta, dude. It's prismatic. I can do anything I want. Why won't you let me live my life? Okay, right. We're having no luck with this gear. So I can't actually like put much stuff in this gear at all. It's literally not allowing me to put anything in. At all. Which is quite annoying. So what actually can I, like, this is what I mean. I don't know what fucking gems I can put in. So what gems can I actually fucking put in this stupid piece of gear? Do you know what I mean? What gems can I put in this gear, dude? Alright, it says... prismatic sockets. I can't even gem it. Literally, there's no value in having this stuff at all. Yeah, you literally can't put any of these gems in. Yep, no, it's not liking it at all. Let's try crit. Because crit, we actually do need some crit stuff. Smooth Tinker's Gear, is that going to work? I'm going to bet not, but I'm going to give it a go. Because we actually need crit. I'm going to give it a go. I'm going to buy one of these Rigid River Heart, just see if that works as well. Because, hey, what could go wrong at this point? What else? What else? What else? Let's try. Are these? Let's try a different one. Try that one as well. What else? Try this one. We're trying all the different ones because crit stacks with our long strider. Oh, we've already got straddling iridium, so I won't be able to get another one. It's unique equipped, so you can only get one. I'm gonna bet you a bottom dollar it's not gonna work, but let's give it a bloody good try. Has to be a cogwheel slot. Oh man. Blizzard, stop introducing systems that don't work. Another one. Rivers, why can't that go in? Too low item level. No? Bam. You're crazy. Item level 38. Okay. That... On the auction house it said item level 35. I'm just saying... Right. This one? No. Too high. Dude. What is this? This is so stupid. This is so stupid, dude. Why? Why? Right. What are we allowed to buy? So are you literally only allowed 2 crit? Is that what the game's saying? Mr. Streamer, have you considered getting good? No, I haven't considered that. Sorry, I'm not very good. I can't. Like, what am I allowed to put in this? Like 2 crit? Is it really saying I'm only allowed to put 2 crit in? Is that what you're saying to me, game? Only 2 crit. Mate, what's the point? What is the point, dude? I'm selling this. You know what? It was a good try, but not working. Not working at all. How about the legs? So let's replace the legs again. These legs aren't working either. It was a good try, but the game doesn't work enough to make it happen. To sell the stuff. Let's hit introducing systems that don't work in the first place, and then introduce more systems, and then never updating them. We got so many gems you can't use, dude. There's so many gems you can't use. Like, there is so many gems you can't use. Hazelnutty's video isn't very detailed in the gem use because her guide is a level 60 guide. It's not a level 50 guide. So it's not as useful, unfortunately. For this one, though, I don't think it was really worth it, that dungeon. It didn't feel very worth it to me. I didn't really get anything worthwhile at all. Why did people tell me to do that dungeon if it's so bad? I don't understand. I don't understand why people were saying that it was good. It didn't feel very good. Essence of Destruction, is that what people are going on about? That I can use to sell? Is that what they're saying? Who knows at this point? I killed the end boss, yeah. You guys are saying that... Alright, I'll try again. Can I just get a little bit of information about this shit? Because people are like assuming that I know what I'm doing. I said at the start of the dungeon I have no fucking idea what I'm doing. I would really appreciate a little bit of help with this fucking dungeon. You guys are saying to me that it's good and I'm saying it's shit. Tell me what I'm doing wrong, because I need a bit of help, clearly. I'm not understanding what's going wrong and it's pissing me off. I'm already a bit agitated from these fucking gems. I don't know what I'm doing with this dungeon. People are just saying it's good, and I'm like, how is it good? I've got nothing good from the dungeon. Help me. A little bit. I'm getting so annoyed, man. I'm getting very tilted right now. So I teleported to the dungeon, and I had to teleport back. So I went to the Well of Eternity. I had to come back from the Well of Eternity. Okay, so I've come back to the Well of Eternity. Now what? Talk to these guys. Okay. Kill his spine, then jump off and fight Deathwing. Open up the chest and you're done. Okay, so I then open up the chest. Okay, cool. So that makes a lot more sense. So I thought I was done when I was in the Well of Eternity. Didn't know I had to come back through here to get stuff. And I didn't understand why people were saying it was profitable, because I hadn't got anything other than this belt and the destruction. Can you jump into this disc? Oh, I'll jump in a minute, mate. In a minute. Let's kill this first. Ready. Come on, Thrall. Does it do this every time, by the way? This RP. Thank you, guys. I'm sorry to get a bit stressed. Got a bit annoyed with Blizzard's bullshit, like, gem system that doesn't fucking work. It just gets me annoying. You don't do it anymore. It's not profitable, in other words. Okay. Right, let's kill him. Oh, come on, man. This RP, dude. Are you new to WoW? No, I'm not. I'm not new to WoW. It's just some farms become, like, suddenly good. And I've never done them before. So this is a farm I've never done before. And it became good because they released the Mage Tower again. And so this is quite a new farm as a result of that. And it's a farm I've never known about until recently because it's so new. And so I'm getting frustrated naturally at this point because I've got no idea what I'm doing for this farm. I've spoken to Thrall, guys. I've spoken to him. So just gotta keep killing the dragons, I think. This dungeon has so much RP to it, dude. Kill the dragons in the air. Okay. I actually did this dungeon like many years ago. I just can't remember it. It's such a long time ago. I really can't. Next. Now's the Deathwing time. As for being profitable, you've refused to sit through that much RP. Yeah, this is a lot of RP, dude. I'm not gonna lie. I'd need a solid Netflix show to do this farm. Like, I'd need a decent Netflix show to really, like, do this farm. Because this is so much RP, it's insane. Now do I speak to Thrall again? Oh, come on, dude. What is this, dude? What is this? Why is there so much RP? Why? Blizz. Why so much RP, Blizz? Please. Yo, he's a big boy, you know, bro. Look at him. He's a big one. Gotta go. See you later. See you later, Dreadly. Next. Okay. Lovely. Next. Oh, there's a chest there. There's a chest. Oh, I gotta get a chest. Okay, nope. Nothing good. Okay, let's carry on. Thanks, Amber. Ray, do you want a treat? Do you want a treat? My dog is so asleep she didn't even notice the treat here. What do I have to do? Talk to one of the guys and wait, then kill the guys who come down. You'll need to use grappling hook things on those to slide to the dragons. Dude, this is the like least profitable gold farm I've ever done. I'm so surprised that this is even worth it. I hope that when we buy some stuff, we'll get some gold for this. I really do. I didn't do this raid at all. I wasn't raiding back then. I was PvPing. You run it weekly for the bounce and I hate every second of it. I really don't blame you at all for that. I think I would just not want those mounts ever. I fully intend to never get that mount. To be fair, Jaina's little raid, I hated that one as well. Do you remember Jaina's raid, guys, in BFA? That was so annoying to get Jaina's mount. I hated that raid so much. I found it so stressful, man. It was easy, but stressful. Oh, really, Zap? That's pretty good. Okay, next. Do I have to talk to you again? Justice and Glory? Okay, interesting. Oh, I see. That makes sense. This makes a lot of sense. That's quite easy. You just gotta keep running on to each side so that he doesn't actually roll. It's just mechanics, isn't it? Dude, how long do I have to do this for? Legit. If you kill everything, you lose stacks on the blobs. So what do I do then? Do I not kill the blobs? You have to keep the blobs alive. Okay. This is funny. Where's the stack? When do I kill these blobs? Is there a specific time? I killed them all now. What happens? Do I just let it do its thing? What do you mean 10 stacks? Well, do the blobs have stacks? So if I set focus there. Oh my gosh, that's not good. Oh, I just killed a blob. Not good. Oh, there's a blob. So, oh, I've killed it again. I just wanted to click it. Why can't I click it? No, don't want to kill you. Stop getting killed. Set focus. Okay. Okay, stop. Oh my god, man. This is so toxic. Yeah, I don't really feel it. Let's read the chat now. I can actually read. It gets stacks when you move it over a dead element. Yeah, I can't be arsed, dude. I really can't be arsed. I can't be arsed, dude. That's the most boring dungeon I've ever done. I'm not even like trying to be like toxic here. It was genuinely the most boring dungeon I've ever done. Like, for real. That is one of the worst dungeons ever. And whoever designed that like back mechanic thing is just stupid. Why would they ever think that the players would find that engaging? I know it's possible, guys, but it's not so much about whether it's possible for me. It's more of I don't want to do it because it's so boring. Does that make sense? So these is it. Is it? Max those. And assume you get one of these per dungeon that you kill thingy. Okay, got you. 10 gold, 1,000 gold, not bad. 137, 43. Not bad. Let's just teleport out. Honestly, I don't even want to do it. I really don't want to do it. Thank you guys for offering to help. I do appreciate it. But I was just coming in to get some like quick gold. But like it's not been quick gold. It's been long, tedious and boring. Which is just not what I'm after right now. If it's genuinely... And just not looking to like do that, if I'm honest, with my time. Yeah, it's not so much about it being easy, it's more about like the time it takes to do that. It seems like it takes quite a long time to do that. And I'm not really up for like a 10-minute fight just to get like 100 gold. You know? Okay, yeah, I'll make a deal with you guys. Maybe at the start of the next stream, we'll consider doing it then. Right? We'll consider doing it then. Just giving it a go. Alright? Right now, I'm definitely not feeling it. Essence of Destruction. That's so silly. Takes you 2 minutes. I highly doubt that. Sounds a bit like an exaggeration, that. Yeah, it's definitely not the type of thing that I'd enjoy. I mean, I enjoy mechanics on a whole for raids, but that was just a really boring one. Oh, that's useful. So if you split the amount of players. Nice, I like it. Right, let's add these materials, gems. Add those gems in. Essence of Destruction. I'm just going to make a new group called Regents. Reagents. Why did I put Regents? Reagents. The invisible A. T-Mog. Recipes. Lovely. Thank you for subscribing. Paul. Lovely name. Yeah, you want to grab a dev and you want to say, why did you think this would be good? You know, you scream at them. What were you thinking? As you shake them. They're like, why are you shaking me? I'm like, bro, why did no one else shake you? You know? I want to do worse than shake. I just don't know why they think that would be considered fun. You know? Like, players enjoy killing stuff. That's not killing stuff. That's keeping it alive. Why would you think keeping something alive would be as fun as killing something? No. No, Blizz, that's not how it works. Players enjoy killing stuff, man. Stick to the script. Stop trying to change the way the game plays. Does anyone else like want a really basic expansion? Like, it sounds really like weird, but I want just a really like basic expansion which doesn't have all these extra systems in, right? All it has is grindable content. That's all I want now. It sounds really stupid, like really like simple, but I don't want any systems. I just want grindable content. Like, simple way to grind. I don't need to do a gazillion quests each day. I can if I want to, but I just want to farm dungeons, farm mobs, and whatever. You know, I don't have to do all these extra systems. I can just go into dungeons and do that. But I just want a basic expansion, man. Does anyone else want that? Like, when you set up a new ult now, think of all the stuff you have to do on your ult to get it caught up with like everything. If you're playing the ult like for actual content, think of all the things that you have to do to get that ult ready. All the stuff that you have to do just to get it ready. It's like, dude, there is so much systems in the game that like prevent you from wanting to play ults. And they make it easier by adding things in like the mark of the broker, right? But it kind of only makes like one minor part of the game easy, and everything else is still really annoying and tedious and hard. You know? Like, you want a legendary? Well, where's that 60 to 100k? Because you're gonna need it. Where's that memory? You're gonna need it. All this crazy stuff, man. There's so much to the game. Like, when you're trying to set up bolts now, a lot you have to get together. Look, Blizz, go back to basics. Take the whole expansion off. Take a bit of time to think about what you want your next mechanic to be and work on that. Then when you're pretty sure it's good, you're going to continue to support and then give us a new system. Yeah. I liked the way TBC worked because, like, the reputation was really simple, right? When we wanted rep, what did we do? We went and farmed dungeons, dude. You went and killed mobs in a dungeon. That was it. You know, if you wanted to do quests to make it go a bit quicker, you could do quests to make it go quicker. It wasn't like you had to do anything else, you know? How are you going to tell me there's no loot, Blizz? Don't lie to me. What have you done with my loot? Yeah, go get some gems, Amber. I probably have some on my rogue, to be honest, from back from when I did it. Now this is more fun, dude. Sounds really stupid, but just killing stuff is fun. Like, it really is. You don't need to complicate it, Blizz. You don't need to make all these complicated systems. Keep it back to basics. Are you in need of corium ore? I'm not personally in need of it. It's always good. It's always useful. But I'm just going to do some ZF farming for a little bit, because I've been streaming for like 3.5 hours. And I feel like just chilling it out with a bit of ZF, relaxing it out. Hi there, new player. Started this week. Love it so far. I am level 15 right now. How do I know I'm following the correct storyline? I'm Horde. So you don't, there's like with World of Warcraft, there's no like correct storyline. There's more of just like the current time that you're following. So you get to really choose to level up whatever expansion and in any way that you like. You don't have to level up in the order if you don't want to, but if you do want to, you can. What way are you trying to level up at the moment? Thank you for subscribing. I'm occasionally running Sethic. That's my how I do rep farm tip. Park yourself in front of what you want to farm, then do whatever you are going to do, watch a stream or whatever. Then when you get a minute you want to run a dungeon. That's exactly what I do. That's exactly how I did Shattered Sun to Exalted. I did exactly how I did Shattered Sun to Exalted, because it was just too much work. Derek, best way to level up is just to follow the quests. We do have a Horde guide coming out at some point soon. I'm just waiting for the guy who's helping me with that to finish it. Then we'll have that come out. Your Broken Isles. Oh, great. So that's BFA, right? Oh, I got a couple new pieces to equip. Now let's look here. Groups. Oh, we got some new pieces to add to the group. Lovely jubbly. Sell these. That's worth something. Lovely. Thanks, Haggis. Yeah, it sucks, dude, that we're on different parts of the world. I really wish that NA players could play with EU players a bit easier. I really do. I think that'd be a really fun thing if Blizzard ever did decide to add that in. Make it so we can all play together, you know? Oh, Broken Isles. Wait, Broken... Oh, yeah. Broken Isles is... Yeah, it is. Why did I think of the Broken Isles? Oh, Coltiras. Yeah, no. It's... Ah... Unfortunately, there's an inverse relationship between competence, knowledge, and optimism. Usually, by the time you find someone, they're jaded. Yeah, I get what you're saying completely, dude. The hardest thing for me is remaining patient, and that's the thing I struggle with most. And as a guild leader and a raid leader, is the patience to understand that everyone learns things at different paces, different speeds. And just because I know something through and through doesn't mean that someone else knows something through and through. And it was like that for me for, I would say, the first 10 pulls of Sylvanas. I didn't understand the mechanics. Then when I understood it, I read up the mechanics, I was like, I'd get really annoyed that people don't know what they're doing. And they've been in just as many pulls as me. And I'm like, why do you not know? And I'm like getting really frustrated, and it's because I wasn't being patient enough in my own head to know that people learn at different paces. They learn different things in different ways, and sometimes you have to show someone a mechanic, like physically show them, like make them practice it for them to get it, because they just won't get it otherwise. And sometimes you actually get people who get really arsey when you have to show them that. But you gotta do what you gotta do, don't you? I watched your video on walkthrough. Would you suggest any other vids to explain a lot more to a noob? What would you like to know? Most frustrating part for me is when people want to ask you what to do and they'll eat up a ton of your time letting you explain it, then don't do what you said. Yeah, I feel you there, dude. There's a streamer actually and a YouTuber who did that to me. Like, kept asking about like loads of stuff that I was doing, and then I'd explain what he should do. I'd say, go and do this. This is really going to help you if you do this. And then they would ask me something like obscure about some other piece of like YouTubing, which isn't really relevant to where they are in their growth. And I'd be like, no, you need to focus on just getting your video quality better and getting your videos out right now. You don't want to be focusing on all these minor details that aren't going to help your channel grow at all until you're a bit bigger. And then I'd get another question about it, and I feel like I'd spend like ages writing these paragraphs to reply to help the person, and then I'd go check the channel and see they've made none of the changes at all I suggested. And I'm just like, why am I sharing all these information? I'm wasting my time here. So I just stopped. I was like, no, this is enough. This is enough, dude. You just gotta let him get on with it, don't you? Let him get on with it. Stuff like all expansions, professions, etc. What would you like to know about like the professions and stuff? Because the professions are quite expansive. It's not really enough to put in. It's kind of too much to put in one video. So, like, if there's a specific, like, question you might have about that, I'd really like to help. I just, like, kind of need to understand what it is kind of like you want to know. Oh, you want to know, like, about all the expansions? I could do that. Okay. I always think that the best, like, the best ones for noobs to check out are tailoring and enchanting. I think they're really good for noobs. Just because they're kind of basic to set up. They're straightforward. Yeah, tailoring is usually the cheaper side. So yeah, maybe like a noob's guide to professions, or beginner's guide to professions. Right, let me add it to the spreadsheet. Video tracker. Okay. Yeah, the game's definitely designed to play however you want, but like kind of the first time playing through, it wants you to play through like Tides of War, because that's the previous expansion's campaign. But like next expansion, you won't have to play through that. You'll probably have to play through Shadowlands to get caught up, because it always wants you to play kind of like the most recent story to get caught up as your first time playing. But after that, you can play any expansion you like. Where do you actually get a campaign? All I've seen is quests so far. Yeah, so the quests are part of the campaign type thing. A lot of the time when you start a campaign, when you open your quest log, it will be the top quest here. So continue campaign by accepting the quest Bolstering Bastion in Bastion. So typically it'll be that top part of the quest there. That will be part of the overall campaign. So if you're in like BFA, you'll have like some type of war efforts one, or probably something like that. Maybe, yeah, you might not be far enough yet. You might not have got the right quest yet. You just might. I think you just gotta keep playing, mate, and you'll get onto it. Yeah, true, Haggis. It's very true. Goal makers definitely interact with a lot of old content that most WoW players don't. Most WoW players get burnt out though every like couple months because they like run out of content to play. That's why like we say play lots of different content. The game's huge. Play all the different things that you enjoy doing. That'll keep you loving the game for what it is. You know the game I really miss is Fable. Man, I loved that game. The Fable games were so epic. Loved those games so hard. I played them all the time I did. Even whilst I was at uni, I played them a lot. Man, I played it loads on Xbox, everything. Xbox, PC, both. Got so many of these shriveled hearts. Stop giving me shriveled hearts, man. Alright guys, I'm actually going to call it there. I am getting pretty tired and I'm feeling like I should head off to bed. But I would like to just say I loved hanging out with you guys tonight. Sorry I got a bit frustrated with that Dragon Soul dungeon. I think it's understandable given that it is such a tedious, annoying dungeon to do. But I just, you know, I just want to say I really had a good time with you all. So thank you very much for bringing in the epic positive times. And I will see you sometime later in the week. And we will probably be playing patch 9.2. So I look forward to that. Thank you very much for hanging out. And I will see you guys later. This is Erosium out. Remember to please check out the Discord link below where you can become part of the Gaming Hero community. Additionally, feel free to check out my Patreon. Link is in the description. And being part of my Patreon will give you access to erosiumtv.com, which is my personal website that I designed for my Patreons. It's got some free content on there as well, but for the most part, the best stuff is really hidden for my patrons. Whoever supports me gets access to all of that awesome epic content. So much love to you all, and I'll see you later. This is Erosium out.